Hello, everybody. Here we are, the real guy himself, as I promised, doing the live streaming. You're welcome to make comments over on the right-hand side. I've got a few announcements to make. But the first thing I want to tell you is that I'm sitting in my brother's house now in Adelaide, South Australia. Now, I left Canada at the beginning of June, and it's taken about 7 weeks to get here, thanks to COVID. We've had to have a quarantine in Sydney, and now I'm doing another quarantine in Adelaide. It's been what I would call an adventure that's unbelievable. But finally, we are here. We've got 2 more. We'll be doing 2 weeks of quarantine here before we can actually move to a little place where we're going to be living in a suburb called Glenelg. So that's a little bit of background about Catherine and I in our adventures of trying to get here to Australia. And the reason I'm here is that the family's here, all the grandchildren, all my brothers and sisters, and so on. And as we're getting older in our years, they would like us closer by. Right, I love living in Canada. We lived there 53 years. Okay, people are making comments already. Yes, you're back again from watching the video, the premiere. Thank you for watching the premiere. And is that your pussy or your cat that you've got as a picture? Very nice. Make sure it doesn't get in the fire. Hey, I'm a big fan. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you from somebody. And we love you, Robin Sudoku Guy, from Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. Okay, a couple of more things. Here's somebody else saying, good morning, sir. For some people, it's good morning. Some people, it's good afternoon. Some people, it's halfway through the night. That's because this is going worldwide. And that brings me to a little point that it's been so difficult for me to do the tutorials and live streaming so that everybody in the world can be watching it at a reasonable time, because there are some parts of the world right now that are sound asleep. So I may change the time accordingly to try and reach other people in the world occasionally. But even so, great that you were able to stay up or get up early to watch the premiere of my video. Thank you for watching. Okay, I hope you learned something from this last puzzle. And let me talk about what's coming up. You probably noticed that in this last puzzle, I talked a lot about matching pairs and things like that. Well, let me tell you something. The matching pair is a very powerful technique and little rule to learn. And in the next few videos that are coming up, I cover that in even more detail, and particularly the rule of exclusion. Now, the rule of exclusion can be used in many ways, and that's what I'll be covering in some of the next tutorials, just to let you know what's coming down the tube, as they say on YouTube. Okay, here we have Robin. I am your big fan. Oh, thank you. There's always something to learn, and I hope you learned something from this last one. For example, at the very beginning, I start off with something that is a little trick to watch for. Knowing a lot of techniques and knowing what to look for really does help if you want to do more advanced puzzles. Now, I found, generally speaking, the major newspapers in the world, for example, the Canadian major newspaper, I forgot the name of it, the Los Angeles Times, the New York Times, the British Times, the Advertiser here, and the Sydney Morning Herald. All these major newspapers usually have a week of Sudoku puzzles in their paper, and they start off with the really easy ones, and by the weekend, they're really tough. And the ones that are really tough, I enjoy doing. Although, interestingly enough, some of them, if you know a lot of things to look for, they're not that difficult. Okay, so now somebody might ask about private lessons. Yes, I do give private sessions. It's an hour long. It will cost you about $50 US if you really want to to get some learning. And what I ask there is that you send me your puzzle that you're stuck on, and put on the numbers that you have done, or the original numbers, because that helps me help you. Okay. The time, somebody mentioned to me the other day that COVID has been good for them because they've got spare time to fill in. And that's great. I'm glad to hear that. The more you do puzzles, the more you improve. There's nothing like that. And when you do a puzzle and you just say you find for the first time something like a triplet or a 3x3 in a block. And that really helps you. It's exciting because sometimes something like that will get you to the end of the puzzle, or something like an X-wing will get you to the end of the puzzle. Those more advanced little techniques and patterns to look for. But COVID gives you more time to practice. The more practice you have, the better you become. I have so many beginners starting, and if you're a beginner, let me know, because I try and repeat a lot of things in the process of helping the beginners or the people who are fairly new to it, because some of the puzzles I'm doing now from beginning to the end they're difficult ones. And there's one I'm going to be doing in a month or so's time, I think it's September or October, where it's the most difficult diabolical puzzle you can do, because it only has 17 initial numbers. And that makes it really tough. Okay, now I don't know if you had it on your screen, but I spent a lot of time on this video that we've just seen, putting in captions at the bottom. I didn't see them on the premiere, and I don't know why, because if you saw them, please let me know. If you think they're good, let me know. If you think they're not worth it, let me know, but I need some feedback. So that's just a few extras that I'm adding to the videos. Now, let me see some of the comments I'm trying to keep up with here. So I remember a year ago, I was trying to impress a girl who loves Sudoku. So I came across your videos, and thanks to you, we've started dating. Oh, isn't that a neat story? I love that. Love those sort of stories. And here's somebody, my country, which country do you live? Sudoku, well, I'm in Australia right now, and I'm going to be here for the rest of my life, I think. I'm looking at other comments here. Thank you for your very positive comments about we like you as a teacher. We like you because you're fun, make it fun, and you're enthusiastic. Yes, that's me. It's my life. It's the way I am. Okay. Okay. Any other comments? Let me see. Oh, we're back. I tried turning on the CC, but nothing was showing up on my phone. I saved it to watch later, so we'll check in on the laptop later. Yeah. Sometimes the CCs are the writing underneath. Sometimes you can put the CC on. It's underneath the video. You see the little CC. Click on that one, and that means that you will see everything I say written in English. Now, if you want it written in another language, you can do that too. And I've got videos in several spots where the title is "Watch my videos in the language of your choice," and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, here we go. Can you make videos on crosswords? I should do that. I should have a video on crosswords with my sweetheart, because she is superb at them. She's an avid reader, very good knowledge of words. But my time right these days is spent in just looking after my video site, my YouTube site, because every day I look at all the comments that you make underneath the videos. And I must say, those comments are very flattering. And if there's a problem, then we try and fix it for you. Okay, I'm just quickly looking at a few more things. Michigan, United States. That's great to see you. Thank you for joining in. Java, yeah. Whoops, somebody else is dinging me now. My granddaughter has just dinged me on my iPhone. What'd she say? She says, Great job, Popsy. She calls me Popsy. And we really enjoyed it, and we're following along the whole time. We got almost all the spots right. Isn't that fantastic? She's only 13 or 14, somewhere around there. And she's my eldest granddaughter. Thank you, Lily. You are a champion. Okay, keep learning. There's always something to learn with Sudoku. I'm always learning too. And it's always fun when you discover something. Oh, here's something, or here's a matching pair. Or you get rid of little numbers and suddenly you're left with a matching pair. Or you suddenly find a hidden matching pair in your puzzle. All kinds of things can happen. Watch down the road. I've got some examples of that. Okay. Thank you, Lily. Just to finishing off in a few here, we have some people here from Australia. I'm coming from the city of Adelaide now. Last time I was talking to you from the city of Sydney. Then I was in quarantine. Now I'm again in quarantine when I come to Adelaide. It's a different state. Australia is made up of different states. Canada, they are provinces. US, it's in states. Okay. Greetings from Argentina. Oh, yes. South America, all over the world. It's wonderful how YouTube has spread. You know, when I first started looking at YouTube, it was only not YouTube. When I first started, YouTube was only in America and Canada or somewhere like that. Now it's all over the world. Yeah, amazing. And perhaps somebody's asked me here, do you watch cricket? No, I don't watch cricket. I used to a lot when I was little, and my father would take me to watch cricket. But I play pickleball to keep fit now. And pickleball is not very popular in Australia yet, but it will become popular like it is in North America and Canada. Well, we have another comment. Thanks from Lily. Okay. Let me see. I didn't want to offend anybody by missing out. Lego. I was playing Lego at 13. And she's already doing Sudoku. What a smart cookie. Yeah, she's going to go a long way, that girl. Justin says, thank you for the recommendations on the Will Shortz books. Yes, just to let you know about a Will Shortz, there are so many books you can buy at the bookstores. Some of them are better than others. I do recommend Will Shortz books because, and don't misunderstand me, I don't make any money by recommending it. And I do recommend an app too called by Jason Linhart. He's allowed me to use some of his puzzles as well. And again, I don't get paid for that. It's a service. I offer my site free. Now, where was I going to say there? Forgotten what I was going to say. Senior moment. They say, did you know? They say that, I can't even remember what I was going to say. That's called being a senior. All of the last, that's right. Oh, I'll cover that another time, okay? Greetings from Brazil, yeah, Argentina. Robin, just discovered you a couple of weeks ago as I wanted to learn Sudoku. This is Sherry. You are a fabulous teacher, and I'm getting better and better doing the puzzles. So a big thank you from California. Well, thank you, Sherry. You've made my day. And I'm running out of time now. If you have a question, you've got to better put it up quickly because I'm running out of time. Justin says, a meeting on volume 2 of the hard editions. Right up to there. And Melanie, Melissa, greetings from Florida. I have been trying to get my husband into Sudoku, and your videos are the only ones that have really taught him how to do it. Thank you. Oh, yes. I come across people and I'm tell them that I've got this site, and they said, oh, I looked at that. There's no way I could do anything like that. I was hopeless at math in school. Well, let me tell you, I usually let them know it's got nothing to do with math. It's all to do with logic. Yeah, if it's this and this, then it's that sort of thing. Okay, somebody else here says, you remind me of my grandfather, but he likes to do the crossword. That's okay. Love the content, this person says. Well, if I've missed some, there's so many comments. If I missed some of you, my apologies, but I'm going to have to close it down now. Next month, it'll be around the same time and the same time, about the 21st of the month in Australia. It's the 20th in other parts of the world. I always give you the information about it if you go to my channel page. And on my channel page, go to the heading that says community. I always make the announcement there. I always make the announcement on Facebook as well. So, and Twitter. So thank you for joining in, and I hope you learned something today. Have a great day. Bye for now. That was a good chat, wasn't it? I hope I did.